Hello, good afternoon. We have got really exciting show ahead. Of course, we are introducing Connie Joyce silicone molds. But we have to introduce first also Joe, who is here and who will be doing the demonstrations. Hi, Joe.
Hello, darling. You all right?
I'm all right. In the other side of the studio, of course, keeping the social distances, but Joe is here live in the studio. Now, can you tell us a little bit about Connie and why she isn't here?
Right, okay. Well, Connie is 17. She's 18 on the 1st of September. Now, I've been trying to get her involved, and also Yanis has, every time he sees her. Connie, when are you doing it? When are you doing it? So now we had a call asking if I can do jewellery, and I said I just haven't got the time to do it. So I said, but I think I know a girl who may. So I had a word with Connie, and she went, oh, yeah. So, yeah, she's got involved. So hopefully soon, well, it won't be too long, and you'll see her rather than me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she's very crafty. She's studying for her A-levels at the moment. What's she doing? She's doing history, music and graphics, I think. Yeah.
Cool.
So, but, yeah, no, she's a good girl. She's a good girl.
And of course, Connie, if you're watching, please do email us in here at the studio at hochanda.com. I know it means a lot to you, but it means more to us to have your amazing designs here now that everybody can buy them here at Hochanda. Now, you know, Connie is going to be, what, it's 18 in September, something like that. So we look forward to have you here in the studio. But the thing that we have got in the studio, look at that. They are cool, aren't they? They're very cool. And the thing that makes these sunglasses is, of course, those amazing molds, these amazing dolphins in here. And if you want to create your own molds, Connie Joyce mother and baby dolphin silicone mold, you can. $9.99 also is such an affordable price. But you were saying how, you know, they are handmade. They are, you know, can you tell us a bit about the process, how Connie makes them?
What she does is she makes all the blanks to actually go into the silicone, and then they're all poured individually and left set and then cut by hand.
Wow.
So it's quite a long process, but the silicone is really, really strong. You can really pull it. You know, it just will not tear. So I suppose if you compare it to handmade cards, they, you know, might be a little bit more expensive to a shop bought, but you're getting the quality.
And you are getting also, I think, a kind of an artistry, the craftsmanship of somebody who enjoys doing it, who has worked with it, and now you can have a piece of, you know, basically her artwork to reproduce time and time again and create your own jewelry. 994-373 is your item number for the mother and baby dolphin silicone. And then imagine, I mean, decorating it as you wish, of course, and create them like with different colors. $9.99 is your price for the dolphin mother and daughter. Then we have got mother and baby, the seal. Now in here we also get two images, the kind of the larger one and the smaller one. Now am I right thinking that, for instance, if you wanted to make earrings, you could use a baby one?
Yes, yeah, definitely. I mean, some people like really big earrings.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do. But the baby ones are ideal for earrings. And with the mother, you can have that as a pendant.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to show you how to drill holes in. The reason why she did it like that is, like without the pendant holes, is that if you wanted to use them as embellishments, you could.
Absolutely.
So you've got the, you know, you can use them a little bit more for other things.
I'm thinking a brooch.
Yeah.
Because then you can put the backing of a brooch.
Yes.
And then it's just something really, really stunning for having in your lapel or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's bails in the jewellery finding section as well, so you can stick a simple bail on. You've got key rings, so you can go to lots of places. They'll go on bags and all sorts.
Fabulous. And now if you want to go for the seal, of course, mother and baby, $9.99 is your price, 219-337 is your item number. And then we have got turtles. I love turtles. They're so cute. Now, of course, that you get two of them, and this one comes in that creates the pendant hole, doesn't it?
Yeah, pendant or charms for those.
Yeah.
But again, if you wanted to use them as an embellishment, you can just cut that round loop off.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. That could, look at that, and a wish bracelet. And of course, she had, I think she has used mica powders over it or something like that.
Yeah, I think those, one of them's done dust in the actual mould.
This one, yeah.
The other one is, has been, I think I did the other one, I'm not sure what one you got there, but you use like a black into your resin, pour it into your mould, and then just went over it with wax.
Oh,
you know, like your gilding waxes.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And of course, so you could be charms for your necklaces, bracelets, earrings, charms. There's so many possibilities. And I love that you get 2 identical ones. So for earrings, you can do them in one go. You don't have to wait. And
yeah,
it's
definitely.
speedy. If you want to go for this one, $9.99 is your price, $145,498. And remember, this is the brand new introduction of Connie Joyce, and a quarter of the stock of the turtles already gone. So we are very busy. Check out those baskets to make sure that you grab the first collection, basically, that Connie has brought us here at Hochanda. And this is a really nice story, as you can see, because it's a relationship of the developing of Joe, of course, and Connie, and then of course Hochanda kind of supporting the young artists, hence why she cannot be here just now, just today. Soon enough she will be here. Then we have got here the Connie Joyce, the Lotus Fish silicone mold. Now, as soon as I saw this sample, I was drawn to it because it's just so magical, isn't it? And you're thinking, how it is done? Because this mold, this is stunning, absolutely stunning, contains the fish in there. Look at the pendant. I mean, it is a beautiful boulder statement piece, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah, it is. There's so much detail in that mould, it's unbelievable. I mean, I've got to admit, she's got more patience with me because she's poured those little fishes from that mould, and I just said, you're a bit of a smart, you know. But yeah, so that's what you can do with them. You can pick out the different elements. You don't have to use the whole mould as one. So it's good to experiment.
But look at that, it has got like the 3 fishes, but it has got all those leaves in there as well. It has got all the detail. $9.99 for this stunning mold. And a quarter of the stock of this one has already gone. Please do check out your baskets to not miss out in this brand new debut of this collection. $465,799. And please, Connie, if you're watching, do email us in because we love to hear from you as well today. Now, this is different. This is a dragon eye.
I know.
This is amazing. This is something really different as well. It kind of is that magical world. And of course, with resin, you can bring in your micas, your different things. And I love how it kind of has gone into it there. Perfect. Now 40% of this one has gone. Please do check out your baskets. $9.99 is your price. And remember, Connie Joyce is a young artist kind of working now with Joe to create this amazing silicone. And remember, like, they have been cut by hand and carved and hand poured. These amazing molds. 419-445 is your item number. It's all that sort of relationship. Like Joe, you were saying that you were asked to do them, you couldn't do them, but you found somebody who was a follower of yours as well, wasn't it? Yeah,
I mean, she's worked with me from a dot, from when we had like the shop and we used to do children's parties and all sorts. And to be honest, at the age of 8, I probably could have left her running, you know, the whole shop. She just sort of watches and then she just does, you know. So I suppose being that bit younger, then, you know, you notice it a bit more, don't you? You slow down a bit when you get a bit older.
No, but the wonderful story, and I think this is what Hochanda for me means so much, is that you hear all those stories and, you know, brand new companies come, you know, brand new artists that you can now be investing in somebody who you know that's going to have an amazing career designing and producing things like this. And this is all the stories, and I think it means so much more when you then grab your mold and then every time that you create something like this at home, look at that. Isn't that just stunning? And it's a snake silicone mold. It has got like a lotus flower and then the snake coming out. It's like an intertwining knot. It's just
that
magical.
One again, that was poured with a red colour in the resin. and then just acrylic paint, just dry brushed over the top. So, and it just brings out so much more detail. And it's a little bit quicker than dusting, because you literally pour, let it set, brush over. But again, you know, all your waxes and things, you know, your acrylic paints, just get them in there. The dolphins actually were actually painted by hand on the card. So you've got your blank dolphin base, but you know.
Jo, could you use, because I'm thinking this for furniture would be amazing, could you use paper clay or even clay with these molds?
Yeah, any clay is absolutely fine. I'm not so good with clay. I'm all right with the big throw it stuff, because that's what I'm like. But the more data stuff that Catherine does, but I haven't got any of the soft clay, so the soft clay would be ideal to do it with, and then you can just decorate as you want.
So imagine that snake silicone mold and make something really decorative, maybe a Chinese inspired oriental look. $9.99 is your price. 107108 is your item number. Now, of course, we have been featuring molds that can be very accessible for jewelry, so you might want to add some findings to your order. And here you have got kind of the collection here. And you can see how you have got the different findings. Like if I open it, so you will see exactly what you're getting. So you are getting lobster claws, of course, for the bracelets with everything here. You have got, of course, the cords to create those wish bracelets, should you wish to, or chain for the necklace. Then you have got, of course, the link chains or the links here to kind of bind it everything together. And you can see that I love that the brightness of these colors, because of course, you know, you want to have a brightness, to bring brightness to your pieces. You have got these findings, I know the name, but those ones is the ones that you put. Can you see it like this? And then you press it down, and that creates the finding in here with that hole in there. Then you have got the earring findings, of course. I think it's called, and as well, and then you have got the, this is for the, you can do that for a pendant as well. And then you have got the keychain charms as well. So you have got a lot of different elements. And of course, it comes in that box that is a secure box, so you can see that the pieces do not mix up. Also included in here, you are getting the chain as well, should you wish to put it on a chain. So you have got all these different options for $12.99. It's a fabulous value for money. 771445 is your item number. Right, and now we're going to the resin, the Jennard resin. Now, Jo, I'm going to ask you a bit about this resin.
It's so confusing now because there's so many different resins. And I said it would happen. 2020 resin.
Yes.
You know, it's coming from everywhere. So there are 3 different types of resin. You've got epoxy, polyester and polyurethane resin. Now, epoxy is the one you want to use for art and casting. Polyurethane and the really fast, quick set resins are really quite highly toxic.
Okay.
So if you've got something that sets in half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, I would avoid. And if you're casting with them, they can become brittle.
Oh, I see.
Epoxy has become a long way. I mean, I've been using it 5, if not plus more years now. Okay. So resin has really come a long way. So it's what I generally use is the Jennard 2:1.
Okay. Yep.
Because it covers a multitude of what you want to do. So you can do your jewellery, you can do your art, and you can do your casting, but do your casting in layers. So anything sort of over 6mm, you'd pour. Just let that set and then pour another layer. So just do it in layers. So it's a really forgiving resin. It's a 2-part resin. So it's 2-part A, excuse my bottles, they're really well used. 2-part A to 1-part B. And just get yourself a little pair of scales. I've just mixing this up, so just so you don't have to watch me stand there for 3 minutes mixing it. So all I've done is I've put 30 grams of part A and 15 of part B. Just mix it until it goes clear, you can't see any streaks. And it's just so easy to use, it's so forgiving. So if you do go over a little bit in your weighing, it's not a problem, it will set, it will be fine. So you've got smaller kits if you just want to try it, or you've got these slightly bigger ones, which are more value for money with the pigments in. But it will last you absolutely ages. So if you just want to try it, you know, the small one's ideal.
Okay, so this one is the 400 ml, I believe, that one, that bottle, right? It is the 400 ml.
Yeah, that looks like 400.
Yeah, that's the 400, and your price is £29.98. But remember, not only you are getting that of the, you are also 5 mica pigments. Of course, you can mix with your resin, you can dust it before it, you can do so much with it. And it's one of those things, the mica, that you can all create your own mix by mixing 2 colors. You are getting, of course, the gloves and the stirrer. And actually, I have to say, this is a nice big stirrer, so it's nice to have. Of course, you have got instructions as well. £29.98 is your price. 155887 is your item number. Should you want to go for a larger bottle, maybe you have tried before and you loved it, or maybe you are one of those ones that you can see the value. Now, of course, 750 ml is what you have got here. You also getting 5 mica colors, but the colors may vary, so just let you know that. Because you can always, with mica, you can mix them up, you can use them for other projects as well. It's just kind of nice to have that in the kit. You also have got the gloves in here, and the stirrer, again, instructions are included. If you want to go for 750 ml, £39.98 is your price. You have got a flexi buy option as well to spread the cost in 2 interest-free payments of £19.99. 736768 is your item number. And then if you just want to have a little bit of a taster ones, you know what? Smaller pots are equal. You know, they have got the pack the same goodness. It's just in a smaller quantity. 100 ml you're getting there. £14.99. Makes it a perfect go-to. Of course, this one does not include the mica or the stirrer. 491701 is your item number. £14.99 is the price for the 100 ml. Right, we are always very eager to see the demonstration, so let's go head back to Jo and see what she's going to show us.
Right, what I thought, Glenn did this one yesterday, sitting in the car. Hello, Glenn. He dusted the mould, so I thought, well, we'll demould it and see what's come out. So we don't know what this is going to be like. So no pressure, Glenn. So that's how easy it pops out.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
That's not bad, love.
Look at oh, wow.
That's not bad at all, is it?
No, it's amazing.
Yeah. So that was dusting the mica powders. Might have to steal that later, not a problem. Right, so what I'll show you, I'll just do a little bit of dusting, but what I want to show you with this mould, it's got some well, a couple of sort of a sneaky bits. I don't know where are we?
Yeah,
that's
you
it.
can
I can't quite see
we can
down
see it,
there.
yeah.
So see that's quite deep. That's that long one there. All right. So just make sure you dust in all of these pieces. Do any colours obviously you want. Okay, and there's a few more over here. Now, what I've found is I've mixed up my resin, so 2 parts A and 1 to B. What I tend to do with this one, because you can get air trapped in them, so if you just let that run in, and then if you give it a squeeze, you'll see a little sneaky air bubble.
Yes.
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Look, little toads, aren't they? They'll get in.
Yeah.
Just let that run back in slowly. You got that all right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's got rid of that. And then what I'll do with that now is I would leave that for half an hour, just so it doesn't all run out again and we get the same problems.
See.
Yeah. So just let that go off slightly, and then I would turn it over. The other ones aren't too bad actually. They're not so deep at all.
Yeah.
But then I'd turn it over and then just do those ones there exactly the same. Just make sure you pop out any bubbles.
Yeah.
And then just let them go off a little bit. Yeah, look, see, you get a little sneaky one in there.
Yeah.
And in there. So just give them a little bit of a squidge. Get that out. And then once they've gone off slightly to tacky, then you can just carry on, fill them up. So that's that one. So that's a dragon eye. I like that, Glenn.
Yeah.
Very well done. What do you fancy next, Paola?
Oh, let me see. Which one? What, producer Charlotte? This one, the fish. Yeah, the lots fish.
I'm not doing those little fish on its
Oh,
own. No, I will.
The dolphin. The dolphin.
The what?
The dolphin.
Oh, the dolphin. No, I'll do the fish first.
Oh, okay.
Like a challenge.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, she'll tell me if I get it wrong.
Oh, we have had an email actually from Connie. Connie is just sending them an email and says, I want to say thank you to everybody who has bought anything on the show today. It means so much to me, and I hope everyone enjoys using the molds as much as I enjoy making them.
Oh,
thank you, Connie.
Make me cry. Stop it.
Yeah.
I don't do crying.
Oh. So you are dusting the fish.
Yes, I'm just. I don't know if you can pick up that detail, but you can even see the scales on the fish.
I can see. Yes, I can see it from here. Yeah.
So it's once you start putting colour in, that these details will start to come out.
Ah, that's the.
So that's one way.
Yep.
Of doing that. I'll do a different colour because let's go blue. Comes going up blue probably. I'll get proper told off on them.
Yeah.
But just to show you, because it's hard, even that little leaf there, the detail that's coming out in that.
Oh wow.
But you can, I mean, you know, obviously like I'm doing, you can choose some better colours, but you can multicolour in it. Probably should have been green, that bit. It's like she's done the snake. I'll bring that in to show you. She's done, obviously
the
done
snake.
that
I love
green.
the snake. Yeah.
Yeah, as Connie did that one. See, that's nice.
Yeah. Oh, yours are very nice too, Joe. Come on.
I just haven't had the time.
Well,
be
that's
honest,
the thing, isn't it? That, you know,
I don't like to interfere. Well, Glenn and I'll be laughing, but I don't, because it's they're her projects, they're her ideas. So I don't want
look at that.
to
but
take over, because that's not the
dusting
point.
it as you are doing now,
She wouldn't let me anyway.
It just highlights how beautifully detailed those molds are.
You can see it now, can't you?
Absolutely. All the detail in there.
With this one, what I would do is put a bail on, and I'll show you that in a minute. So literally, I mean, I've got, what did I say? There's a total of 45 grams of resin here, and it's far too much for all these moulds. I always do it. There's a few bubbles in it because I've whipped it up, but they'll rise because the resin is really fluid. They'll rise to the top. What you don't want to do is to use a torch or anything like that, because it will just burn your silicone moulds. So just let the bubbles rise to the top. Sometimes Connie and I stand there going like that to bang to rise the bubbles, but that's only if it's cold. If it's warm, I mean, the weather at the moment is ideal for resin. Because it's nice and warm, so it'll just... So the warmth will make it easier for the project, Yeah, the warmer it is. I mean, it's a nightmare in the damp and in the cold resin. It just doesn't like either. But yeah, ideally, look at that blue. Well, that's an excuse to put the heating on quite high, like I do at home. You know, just put it high. Yeah. As long as it's, tell me if I'm shouting, because I feel as though I'm shouting. No, absolutely fine. All right. Absolutely fine, yeah. Yeah, we are, of course, here at Hochanda keeping all the guidelines for the government. So even though we are now having guests in the building, we keep them in. They are all the way over there. So it's quite, you know, we feel that we have to shout, but it's just to follow safety guidelines. No, it's really weird, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Right, so that's that one. Then what I've got is, let's grab a dolphin. If you want me to stop, just tell me. If not, I shall just... No, we're fine. Waffle on, you know what I'm like. Oh, I love that. I dried some pansies. They only took a couple of days. Get out if you can get out in your garden, if you've got a garden. If not, when you go to for a walk over the woods, there's lots of wildflowers starting to come up.
Yeah.
So as long as they're not bluebells, you're not allowed to pick bluebells.
Yeah. Oh really? Are you not?
Yeah, no, well, some say you can't, and then some say you're not allowed to dig them up.
Oh, I see.
So I don't know
well,
which
I
it
have
is.
never done it, just in case.
So, no.
Never
so
done it.
Just don't do bluebells.
No, I have never done it, but
yeah.
just
But
in
anyway,
case.
I've got these out of the garden. I'm just going to digress slightly. You know what I'm like.
Well, okay.
What you can do with your dried flowers and your resin, you don't actually have to put them in anything.
Oh.
You can just resin on top. Your brush isn't going to be a lot good afterwards.
Yeah.
Which I've only just thought about, and I was going to use some more pigments, but that's fine. I've got another one.
Could you put some dissolvents for the resin, like for the brush, or not?
Alcohol. If you put it into alcohol, that would be okay. I keep looking for silicone brushes, and I've yet to find something decent and sort of small enough. So if you just leave that to set, then what you can do is you can either drill through, or in the box there's these little bowls, and what we do with bowls, where's my little blue dough? Oh, there he is, my little blue dolphin. Is you literally just stick those on. So any epoxy glue, you know, you get 2-part glues. Yeah, you just mix them up. Or you can even use resin. If you've got a bit of resin going on, you can stick it with resin and just let it go off. So yeah, you can stick one of those on. But yeah, so you'd actually have a flower on its own.
That would be, and that would make, so if you go for the findings and the resin, and of course one of the molds, imagine to preserve, for instance, if you have got the flowers from a celebration, you dry them, then you can keep them forever in a pendant. Weddings, you know, if you have received flowers maybe for, you know, even now in these days, you can still send flowers, keep a couple of them, press them down, and you can make pendants wearing that flowers for that occasion. That's amazing, isn't it? It just suddenly brings them to
so just get your flowers. Leaves, if you're going to do leaves, they're better to press rather than putting them in silica.
Okay.
Because they still curl up in silica. But majority of things will press. These rose petals are Connie's, and they're from her boyfriend Dan, who bought her for Valentine's.
See, this is what I mean.
So special memories. I don't know where I'm going to get it, but you see again. I need to get on and do the moulds. Yeah. There's no reason why we can't fill that up with resin.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
See in there.
Wow.
And you could even set, because it's got that curve and deep.
Yeah.
You could even set like a little crystal or something in there.
Oh, you could, like, you know, the little fish from so you could put them inside there as well.
So like that idea.
Yeah, that you can. Oh, I love. You know, this is the possibilities with the whole range. There is so many possibilities.
It's just playing. So I'm going to put a little bit of clear resin.
Yeah. In
Mummy or Daddy Dolphin.
Yeah.
First of all, and dandelion season.
Of course.
At the moment,
Yeah, make a wish. Yeah.
Now you can all the seeds. You don't want the actual when they're yellow. You want the seeds. So when they're starting to die off. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, look at that.
So you can just set them in the resin.
What an amazing thing. And I'm also thinking, like, of course, a lot of our viewers are multi-crafters, so they might have paper die cuts that they have got like tiny little hearts and things like that.
Yeah, if you just let paper or photos or anything like that, if you just laminate, and then just cut them round, they can go into resin, as long as they're sealed, otherwise the resin will leak, you know, and ruin it.
Okay. Could you do the technique of brushing a little bit of resin beforehand, like you did with the flowers, with the paper?
I have done it on card.
Yeah.
It does work. It does sink in to a certain degree, and it makes it darker.
Okay, yeah, of course.
But it's doable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have done it. So it's best to kind of have a little play with what you've got.
Of course.
The only thing I don't think I brought with me is glitter, which is quite unusual for me, being from Essex, bit of bling.
That's gorgeous.
But your dandelions, I don't know how well you're going to see them at the moment.
Yeah, but
But you would think that they just would collapse, but they don't, because they're so fragile, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Oh, wow. Now, of course, while you're filling that molds, Joe, we are going to do a quick recap of what you have got on the show. Now, if you want to purchase one of the Connie Joyce brand new debut collection of molds, remember, she's an artist. She can't be here just because she's too young. Oh, I wish that I wish, but of course, you know, too young. No, actually, but this is a story. This is what crafters here, like you saw this story. Connie started going to Joe's classes when she was 8 and, you know, little one, and then growing up, and now she has got her collection, and now you can purchase it here. $9.99 is the price for an amazing mother and baby dolphin silicone mold. Now, 2/3 of the stock has already gone. Now, this is really cool, the way that you can embellish them. You know, something like the sunglasses. I'm not going to put them again, but you can see them there. Look how cool. Okay, put them on. But they are so cool. I mean, and then this is it. Another thing is, and you know, it's either side. And you know what? A little bit of brightness and sparkliness nowadays, more than ever, is necessary. Then, of course, you can use these molds like Joe was showing. You know, you can. This has been hand painted of the resin. Remember, these molds will work for air drying clay and other types of clay that you may have, and you can experiment. Love this. Imagine to preserve flowers for a special occasion. Maybe maybe Valentine's Day. Now, dolphin is the most popular mold so far, and I'm not surprised. There's so much you can do with a dolphin. It's such a symbol of, you know, a joyful, you know, playful and something. 70% of the stock has already gone. Please do check out your baskets if you want yours. 994373 is your item number. The seal. Again, you are getting a baby and a larger one in here. Mommy, daddy, whichever, you know, sister, auntie, whichever way you want to go. But you have 40% of the stock has already gone. Now, $9.99 is your price. Remember, these ones have been designed and made by Connie Joyce. You know, a young artist that now is working with Joe to develop all these beautiful pieces. 219337 is your item number. And as she is watching, so hello Connie, we are so proud of your collection and how well it's being received. Now, turtle, that's one of my favorites. Half the stock has already gone. Now, I'll tell you one of the reasons why you can see that this is designed by somebody who makes them themselves, because you know, it is two identical ones. It is one of those ones that come with the pendant hole already in the mold. And that means that if you want to do batches for, say, for instance, for earrings, then you can do two at the same time. Should you wish to, by the way, can we make and sell?
Oh, yeah.
So that's, imagine that you can make and sell wish bracelets, for instance. You can make maybe a beautiful handmade jewelry, and you want a pendant that is a little bit different. Experiment, and the fact that you are getting two identical turtle molds means that you can batch making a little bit more speedy than if it was just one or single one. And the price, $9.99, for something that is very, you know, I'm going to say artisan. Look, you know, it's an artisan making them. 145498. Then we have got the lotus fish here. Now it is very busy. It is a 40% of the stock gone. Now, not only you can use it as a pendant, because this is the mold that you are gonna get, and this is some of the projects you could be making. Imagine using your resins. Imagine using your clays. But look at that. The way that you can create. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So you can take the fish out of the mold. So basic pouring, just the selective nature of this beautiful mold. What about making a wedding invitation? So you can do like those seals, that beautiful elegance in here. Or maybe you are making memory albums and you want to have a seal on the top of it. Also, decoration for you know, home decor. I think these ones would look really nice as, you know, handles of you know, drawers or something like that. Just put it, and you can replicate maybe 4 or 5 depending what color. You could create a rainbow. So many possibilities. $9.99 is your price. $465,799 is your item number. Now, the Dragonite is very popular. Over half of the stock has already gone. Look at the detail of that one. Now, of course, Joe showed us how you make sure that you don't have any air bubbles in the first demo. But you can see this is a transparent resin, but even the other side, look how glorious that is. I love that you can see either way, and of course it has got the pendant hole in there included in the mold, so you can see there. $9.99 is your price. $419,445 is your item number. Talking about beautiful bold statement pieces, this one is the snake mold. It features the lotus flowers, and you can see it here, and then the intertwining snake. I'm not usually one for snakes, but there is something really, really magical in here. It's one of these infinity knots that the snake is creating. It's very symbolic of many positive things as well. And it's kind of almost like, you know, this, I don't know, there's something really intriguing in there. $9.99 is your price for this fabulous mold in there. 107108 is your item number. And then, of course, we have featuring a lot of jewelry elements. So, of course, you might want to get some findings. In here, you have got the chain, the cord as well in different colors. So you get the black, the lilac, the golden one. You are getting the beautiful leather cord as well here. And then finally, of course, that box full of beautiful and you know, this is one of the things. It's one of those ones that you want to have a lobster claw finding here. You can see there for a bracelet, something really unique, or maybe your necklace. Then you want links as well here, link rings. You have got here key rings, chains as well. More of the smaller ones, of the lobster ones. These ones are essential, these findings, when you want to pair it with cord or the leather. So you put them inside it, you close just using pliers or something like that. Then this one for the pendants is really cool in here as well. And then, of course, you have got for your earrings as well. If you want to go for the findings, £12.99 is your price. And remember, it comes in that box as well that is nice and neat and tidy. 771445 is your item number. And of course, if you want some resin, here we have got the Gen Art resin, artistic resin, that you get part A and part B. So it's 2 parts of that one, 1 part of this one. You have got the stir, you have got the gloves to mix it to be all completely safe, and of course you have got 5 parts of mica there to experiment with it. £29.98, making a saving of £3. 155887 is your item number. But you can find more options on the website, including the larger of those you know, resin options. For instance, if you want to go for 750 ml of the art resin, you can do it. Of course, that's a bigger saving, £39.98. The other good thing about this one is that it has got a flexi buy option, so that would open a flexi order, so you could add maybe some other molds. Now I need to tell you some news about the dolphin. It's now limited stock, so please do check out your baskets if you are considering, to make sure that you will get it as soon as possible. Right, with that news, I will let Joe show us the next step.
Right, what I thought we'll do is, if we've got time, we'll come back to the moulds, but I thought we'll put some pieces together, or I'll show you how they go together. So got one of the sparkly dolphins that Connie's made. Oh, by the way, you can use alcohol inks. That one's done with alcohol inks. So you can get some lovely effects with the alcohol inks. There was another one here somewhere that she's done with alcohol inks. So you can just, not quite finished yet. So you can just see all sorts you can use in there.
Okay.
Right, so to make a hole is really easy. I've just started this one, just so I don't slip and make a mess. So literally just drill in. You can use an electric drill if you've got one.
Yeah, but I prefer using a manual for that sort of thing. Because
yeah, you see, I've always used a manual one.
Yeah.
Goes back to me silver clay days.
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
Because you can just feel when it's gone through.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
You have got, and also it's just that more control and accuracy,
Yeah.
I find it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So I'm not putting a lot of pressure on because I haven't got a lot of strength in my hands anyway.
Yeah. It's just basically rotating it, isn't it? It's like kind of almost, you know, screwed top or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I think we're through, are we? Yeah. I'll go, just
And
go a
that's
little
the
bit more.
resin, the Jennard resin, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Which shows that it's durable, but also you can work with it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's strong.
Yeah.
There's no way once that's set. But you see, once it's at the, while it's setting,
Yeah.
you can also shape while it's still soft.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not sticky when you get it out the mould,
Yeah.
but you can get it out the mould. It'll still be a little bit soft, but then you can drape it over something and shape it. So like your dolphins or your seals, say if you've got a little pot or something, that one's open,
Yeah.
got a little pot, something like that, if you draped it over there,
Ah.
and then perhaps, so that bit went down,
Yeah.
and then perhaps got something so that went up,
Ah.
you know, you've got him, he's got a little bit of movement in him.
Yeah, that's really cool because then you can do, you know, like decorations that mold around a bowl or something a little bit more three-dimensional. Yeah, that's good. Now, I need to, you know, we have got a technical sellout about the dolphin. Now, that means that if you have got it in your baskets and you check out your baskets right now, you still will get it immediate dispatch. Now, we do have got some a few more on extended delivery. However, it will be dispatched on the 1st of June. 3rd or 1st, sorry, 1st of June. Now, of course, that will mean that's just to give them time to manufacture them, because remember that this is not, you know, industrial manufacturing. No, this is kind of hand pour, basically, isn't it? All right. So.
All right, I'm just twiddling away. I've got my drill stuck. That's because I haven't screwed it on properly.
All right.
But there we go. There's a hole there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, Connie, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. We are. Oh, yeah.
Believe in yourself for once.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, definitely. But that's the thing, isn't it? That it's like artists and creators and craftsmen, and I'm sure at home everybody will appreciate that. We doubt ourselves.
Yeah, of course we do. And I think as you get older as well, you doubt yourself more the older you're getting. I keep talking about age.
Well, it's just because, of course, Connie is so young that is making us all of us feel a little bit, you know, older.
So there you go. You've got a simple jump ring now through that. I'm going to show you how to open and close jump rings as well.
Yeah, because those ones are included in the jewellery findings, aren't they?
Yeah. And also I've had a couple of people asking if going to bring back the chainmail jewellery. I'm twisting Connie's arm because I'm quite sure, well, I know she's capable of doing it. So, yeah, this is just the start, so we'll expand.
Amazing.
And I'll just do it at her pace. I'm not going to push her because she's studying. So, yeah, when she's ready, then we'll, you know, we can take it further, or she can take it further. So, yeah, we can do some chainmail, that's not a problem. Right, so what I'm going to do, I've closed some of these. There is a little bit of chainmail that you can do with the jump rings that you've got in there.
Of course.
So what you need is flat nose pliers. Doesn't matter what brand they are or anything, as long as they're flat nose.
Okay, yeah.
All right, you don't want your snipe nose or your chain nose because you'll be teetering and you'll just ruin your rings.
Okay.
So what we'll do is, okay, let's just take that back. So to open, okay, just make sure you've got a grip on the ring and just pull it towards you.
Yeah.
Okay, don't open it outwards.
Yeah.
Just pull it towards you. So we've opened it.
Yeah.
Pop it on. Pliers back in, so you've got a nice firm grip. And these are stainless steel jump rings, so they are really, really strong.
Yeah.
So for going on a key ring or something like that, they're ideal. Okay, then just take that back and you'll feel it click.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it's in the right place.
That's
And you'll also feel that there's no burr on there at all.
perfect. Yeah.
So that's nice and closed.
Yeah.
Then what we can do is do like a simple 2x2 pattern, which I think
Okay.
is
Yeah.
on one of the pendants over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
there is.
So we'll do
Yeah.
one.
By the way, you have got under 10 minutes to the end of the show.
Oh, all
just
right.
So, yes, to let you know.
I think I've got different size rings there, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you've got 2, and this just looks so effective, and it's just such an easy one to do. So do 2.
Oh, I see.
Then
Yeah,
one.
that one. Yeah.
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 And this, you know, goes with literally with anything.
It does.
Then you're
doesn't
back to your 2.
it? Yeah.
Oops. I even found a few beads. So if you've got any large hole beads, I mean, we can put some on her next show. We can put some large hole beads on. So if you just open up your jump ring,
Yeah.
pop
Okay. Ah, I see.
that
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
That one doesn't want to go through properly.
And what that will do?
Oh, that'll do. I'll get that on.
Okay.
That's it. See? Cheap.
Yeah.
That's what I say. So, hang on. Let's just, I was going to put that one
Can
there.
I show you?
because
Can I show the how it looks? Because I think this is the one that you can see the chainmail here.
So
Look
we've got
at that.
2. Just put one on. Put that one on. I've closed a few. So we're going to put 2 on. So you can see then, just by adding a little bead, it just changes it slightly.
Yeah.
So you got a, still got the same pattern.
Okay.
So you're just there.
Perfect. Yeah, I love that. And it's so simple to make because whenever
Yeah.
I have seen it, like in this piece, I thought it would take so long, but it's really not that long.
No, it doesn't at all. And it, you know, it's quite a satisfying little
Yes.
weave, to be honest.
Yeah.
Looks really cute. If you've got sort of diddy rings as well, looks really cute. I want
Yeah.
another one in there. So yeah, you can bling that up, but that's not a problem. There's another one on the turtle over there. Actually, I'll carry on and do it on here.
Yeah.
There's, I've added some beads to that one, and that's called Shaggy Loops.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
all-
yes. Yes.
Yeah. So all that is just pretend that's the first one. You put in one closed, first of all, and you put in 2 through the one closed, like that. Then we're taking same ring we're going through, and we're going up there. So what happens, as you build up, those rings are going to drop down,
Okay.
and
oh,
it just
yeah.
bulks out the design.
Yeah. I
So
can see
again, that's another one, especially if you have got some rings, some large hole beads
that. Yeah.
that really kind of just jazzes it up a little bit. But
It
equally,
does.
they look nice with different colour rings, all sorts. And you can use your alcohol inks to colour these rings.
Wow. So that it's like the one that you have got here with the turtle. Is that how you have colored
That's it. Yeah.
Wow, I love that. It looks so expensive as well. It looks like a proper designer
Yeah.
chain, you know.
Yeah,
That's
and
very
it just, you know, from a few sort of basic rings, it really kind of fills it right out.
yeah.
So you can just see how that's going along
Yeah.
on there. Where are we? We're on
Yes,
there.
there, yeah.
So it's just
okay.
starting to fall down now,
Yeah.
like that.
That is amazing.
All right?
And actually, it doesn't take that long at all.
No, no. Especially because these are slightly larger rings, so they're a lot easier to work with, you know, if your eyesight's not so good. And to be honest, if you don't get fantastic closure, when they're hidden like that, you can't feel them, because it's not so much that you don't want to see them, it's that you don't want to feel them on your skin, because you don't want them scratching.
Yeah.
So basically that's that. So shall I carry on, because I can...
Yeah,
got
sure.
some more?
You have got about 4 minutes.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Cool, it's gone quick.
It does, it does.
Yeah.
I always think that time on live TV is just magical.
Right,
sometimes too fast, too slow.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Right, so the snake. I found one. I have drilled through a snake, or Connie drilled through a snake.
Yeah.
I keep saying me, but it's Connie. But what you can do is simply loop through your cord.
Yeah.
And pull it through.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How easy is that?
Yeah, I have got here the sample that has been drilled through, so you can see it as well. That is perfectly fine.
Drill it from the back rather than the front,
Okay.
because you've got the design, the texture on it. Your drill tends to slip a little bit, so drill through the back.
Yeah.
And then you can see properly where you're going.
Of course. So if you do it from the side, and then it comes through the other side. That's gorgeous. I love that. I love that. I think it's just stunning. It's absolutely stunning.
So we've got our cord ends, which are funny little things. Just there. Look like a little U thing with a hook on the end, yeah? So just take your cord. I'm going to have to pick this up, so I don't know how well you're going to see it. I'll do my best. Put them down. Pick that up. Put that in there. Just bring that side down and squidge it as hard as you like. If you want to, you can put a little bit of glue on there.
Yeah.
Turn it round.
Will that secure it more to put the...
Yeah, I mean, I've found I've never really had to.
Yeah,
you know, I just tend to leave it like that. And then just bring this one over.
Is there a particular glue, or could we put a little bit of resin maybe?
Don't use like a fast setting glue.
Okay.
Because that becomes brittle over time, just falls off. So then you want a jump ring through there, and then we go on to a clasp. I think you've got 2 different coloured clasps in there. You've got a rose gold and you've got a silver.
Yeah.
Okay. In the box. So the same with the other side. And you know, these are just so easy. If we ever get back to doing craft fairs, you know, you can make these up for people. Okay. While they're waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
So that's that one. And then all I use for a loop for going on to the for the clasp is another ring through there. I haven't really put that on straight, but that's me. Close that up. And you've got your loop that your clasp open and closes on.
And look at that. I
as
mean,
well.
and the thing is that you can achieve really easily amazing statement pieces. The resin, of course, you need the molds, you need the resin and the findings, and that's all. But they are very low price, like, you know, they are very affordable. £12.99 for the findings collection, £9.99 for the molds, and then the resins is depending on which one you go for. But you could go for the 400ml, which is a perfect entry level. And I just love the idea of preserving flowers in them.
I absolutely love flowers going into it. I mean, I have just quickly. And if we've got a couple of minutes, I'll try and show you a mould.
A minute. You have got a minute.
Okay. This cold end, shove a bit of glue in, just put your cold end in, that's it on there.
Okay.
Now, what you can also do for a mould is you got your gilding flakes.
Oh, that would be amazing. Oh, I love gilding flake. Oh.
All right. So, as I said, I mean, I've hardly used this, but I haven't done much with the moulds.
Yeah. And so you put the gilding flakes before you pour any resin?
Yeah. Or after, you can do a layer of resin.
Okay.
Making a mess now because I'm rushing.
Yeah, don't worry. We know what. Of course, we are against the clock. We have got seconds to go, but you can see. I
wouldn't normally shove that in there like that, but you know, just to give you the idea And you can also, a little bit of glue around the outside, especially on a dolphin or something like that, bit of gilding flakes, brush it on and then wipe off any excess.
I was thinking also, if you have got fashion jewellery, that you have got just the odd earring, you could put it inside it as well.
Yes.
And then you have got something that you can wear it with the emotional attachment that you have got to that in fashion and jewellery. Now, thank you so much, Jo. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Connie, for this amazing collection. It's been a fabulous success. We cannot wait what you come up with next. You will join us after the break.